Hello, I'm Ronnie Eldridge. Welcome to Eldridge and Company. My guests today are Gloria Feldt, Debra Siegel, and Courtney Martin, women from different generations, but all feminists, authors, and three-fourths of women, girls, ladies, a traveling panel that discusses issues reflecting our lives.
I always just say feminism is social justice.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is, and it's an ideal. And that's why you see feminists, and actually one of the problems that feminism has had is that instead of continuing to move forward for itself, we often step back in order to actually help other groups attain equality and justice. And that's been a pattern in the American feminist movement over the last 250 years.
That's because we're so collaborative. I mean, we believe in
Exactly.
that collaborative inequality.
Exactly.
So you do want everybody to move up together or want to nurture other people. Isn't that part of it?
Yes, and I think that's absolutely great.
Yeah.
And what we need to learn how to do better is to form those coalitions better so that we can all move forward together.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
You're very optimistic.
I am. I'm the eternal
And Courtney,
optimist.
what does it mean to you?
I think we sort of agree on what it means writ large, but
Yeah.
I think one of the things that's particularly important to my generation is this idea of intersectional feminism, so that feminism is about that cross-section of race and class and gender. And of course that's not a new idea, right? This is an idea that stretches from a while back, but I think my generation has seized on that in a probably more hearty way than generations past. And so I think sometimes part of what Gloria is speaking to is there's some frustration around that because it's so diffuse and it's so fragmented, because it's not about women. It's about, for us, gender, race, police brutality is a feminist issue. You can sort of put everything in that bucket, and that makes it very hard to sort of work together.
Well, I always wondered what they meant with women's issues, because I felt all issues are women's issues. So that's it's an
That's a
interesting
good question. I mean, I think that's a point that sometimes comes up when we speak is, if feminism is everything, is it anything?
Yeah, right.
But all issues may be women's issues.
Isn't
but
it not humanistic or something that we're all equal? People should be treated with dignity and justice.
Absolutely. But to get there, I think it's also important not just that there be women's issues. That's really not the question. The question is, do we look at the issues with women in mind? Do we look at issues with a gender lens? And you often see situations where, look, for example, do you know how many women are on postage stamps as compared to men? It's like 25% women, 75% men. Do you know how, with statuary, what the percentage is? It's less than 10% women. So, when you start to look at the world with a gender lens and you begin to try to bring equality to the representation of women and to women's participation in politics and work and in equality in the home, that's a gender lens.